Namaskar. Fourth chapter of Geeta and Dnyaneshwari, 19th verse up to 24, Brahmarpanam Brahmavir. Yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa varjitaha jnanagni dagdha karmanam tamahu panditam buddha. Now, if you might be seeing the definition of Pandit in the dictionary or elsewhere, the definition is different. But Pandit, according to Geeta and Gyaneshwari, is a person who is a realized soul, enlightened soul, Atmagyani, Brahmadhyani. Okay? So, what are his characteristics? He happens to be doing the work without expecting anything, but he follows all standard operating procedures and follows the system, ethics, humanitarian values, and norms. And what happens? He is penance so harsh penance. His life is but harsh penance only. That whatever the work he does, it goes at the feet of God. It gets merged with the God. His work, himself and Brahma Tattva, the Lord, you cannot distinguish between them. Again and again he is going to tell in all these verses now. जिया पुरुषाचा ठाई कर्माचा तरी खेदू नाही परी फळापेक्षा काही संचरेना. He doesn't feel that why I am the person responsible for this, why I have to do this. Arey Baba. Then you have to tell him that, man, as per your sadharma, this work has been assigned to you and you have to do. For example, if you are a student, you have to study. If you are a housewife, you are going to cook. If you are doing a duty, you are going to do that duty. If you are an elderly person, then you have to become the lighthouse of the home, in fact. If you are a soldier, you have to protect the country. Something like that. Okay. ज्या पुरुषाचा ठाई कर्माचा तरी खेदू नये तरी फळापेक्षा काही संचित. He doesn't bother about what he is going to get out of that. His salary is assigned, that is different issue, if he is a soldier or if he is a teacher. Apart from that, he doesn't expect. In fact, he gets more than what he expects. His students go to places. His students become a very good citizen, global citizen. Okay. आणि हे कर्मवी करीन अथवा आदरिले सिद्धी नेईन येणे संकल्प हे जयाचे मन विटाळेना. He doesn't think like this that I have taken this work and I am going to finish it. That is going to get finished somehow. But at the same, somehow means with the proper means only. But at the same time, he doesn't expect. He doesn't have greed. He has need. He does the work properly. In fact, better than others. And at the same time, the karma fall, whatever the result is, it doesn't get attached to him. Now you will say that person doing bad work, he has to go to jail. We are not talking about that thing. We are talking about a person who is always doing humanitarian deeds, good deeds, and who is on the righteous path only. Please don't talk fantastic things. We are talking about the person who follows all the ethics, all the values, going on the humanitarian path only. आणि हे कर्मही करीन अथवा आदरेली सिद्धीने आणि संकल्पही जयाचे मन विटाळेना. ओके. ही इज डिटरमाइंड टू डू द वर्क, बट ॲट द सेम टाइम ही इज नॉट डिटरमाइंड टू अँड अटॅच टू द रिझल्ट्स ऑफ दॅट. It doesn't mean that you do not play for winning the match. You try your all the best for winning the match. But whatever is the result, he doesn't get attached to that. He do not get as sorrowful as he will feel that, oh, he lost match, we have lost the whole life. No. One match doesn't decide your whole life. Okay. I have seen such people. They have shown the sportsman spirit. Even if the goalkeeper was not there or the player is injured, somebody has stopped the football match or hockey match just as a sportsman spirit. He could have went and could have scored the goal. Maybe in cricket he would have he would have out someone, but he didn't out the person. He said, please come inside the crease, otherwise I shall not. The person might have lost, that team might have lost the match, but the sportsman spirit that lived with them, that team was respected. Then you will say that people don't know who is this second person landing on the moon, the first person is Neil Armstrong and all those things. Please tell them that it was planned to be done like that. So there are people I know who know the Neil Armstrong. They also know Buzz Aldrin. They will know the, you know, all 12 people landing on the moon, up to Sarwan and all these people. So these are all fantastic things they try to infuse in your mind to pollute your mind. No, that is different. This is different. If 8 billion people become enlightened soul, that is nothing. Means there is nothing like that. That is nothing like that. I was going to say that. Whatever they are doing, let them do the work. They can become realized soul while doing their own work. That is the important thing. Today in 2023, there are 8 billion people on earth, and that is what I am saying. ज्ञानानीचे मुखे जेणे जायली कर्म आशेके तो ब्रह्माची मनुष्य वेखे ओळखतो. So with this kind of knowledge, he is always trying to live with the God. Everything happens. Like you might be knowing the rasgulla, it is put into the the pak, it is known as sugar. That solution is there. In that it is been kept. So that sugar solution is like Brahma Tattva, and we happen to be living in that Brahma Tattva. Like that he lives the life. Tattva karma phala sangam nitya trupto nirashrayah karmanya vipravruttoopi naiva kinchit karoti saha. He is doing his everyday work, but he is not attached to the fruit of that. He is always Atma Trupta, means he is always satisfied person. Atma Trupta. He is not relying on any fantastic thing but on the Atma Trupta only. Karmanya apipravritto naiva kinchit karoti. So he is not attached to all these things, worldly things, materialistic things. He is always attached to the God only. जो शरीरी उदास फळभोगी निरास नित्यता उल्लास होनी असे. So he gives whatever is needed to the body. He is working for need, not for the greed in the materialistic world. फळभोगी निरास नित्यता उल्लास होनी असे. Every time he lives, he is the pure water, he has the pious food, everything he is doing. जो संतोषाचा गाभारा आत्मबोधाची या भोगरा पुरेना म्हणेची धनुधरा आरोग्यता. He lives in a sanctuarium of satisfaction and peace. Atmabodha. And nothing can get attached to him. That is also very important. So beautiful. निराश्रयत चित्तात्मा त्यक्त सर्व परिग्रह शारीरम केवलम कर्म कुर्वन् नाप्नोति किल्बिषम यदृच्छा लाभ संतुष्टो द्वंद्वातीतो विमत्सरः समसिद्धाव सिद्धौ च कृत्वापि न निबध्यते. It means 21 and 26. 21 and 22. He becomes almost wishless. Why I am saying almost? Because many times living in a materialistic world, he feels no. My wish is to let all the sustainable developments be achieved and everybody gets good things. That kind of wish he thinks. His mind, brain, soul, everything becomes so much unison with the God that nothing can get attached to him. He has the name. If somebody calls with the name, he comes, he does the work, but it doesn't get attached to him. He knows that he is Atma, he is Brahma Tattva, he is not made up of this materialistic world. As Rasgulla stays into the sugar juice, for example, like that he stays in this Brahma Tattva, which is everywhere. And he is, he does not get attached to whatever happens in his life. Then another thing is, he does not think like Dvandvatito. Dvandva means I am this, I am that, and the God is this and God is that. No, God and Brahma Tattva, yourself, everything is one only. And he remains in that state of mind. And he doesn't think about, Dvandva means I am separate, that person is separate, and he doesn't compete with anyone. His competition is with himself only. He wants to be better and better person every day. He is competing with self only. Beautiful. Now you will think that from where it has come. It has come from Geeta and Dnyaneshwari. People are talking about your competition is yourself. So this is come from here. This has come from here. कैसी अधिकाधिक आवडी घेत महासुखाची गोडी सांडोनी आशा कुरोंडी अहंभावसी. So egotism, ego, he becomes egoless person. Now somebody has asked a right question with that. If he becomes egoless and he stop egotism, he becomes selfless, then how can he live a life in a materialistic world? So on this, Ramakrishna Paramahansa has already said that you have to keep that much ego. Even Gondolekar Maharaj also has said that you have to keep that much ego, and that ego that will keep you on the righteous path, not on the wrong path. Beautiful, there is nothing like which has not been discussed or thought over, and that has not been discussed and thought over in Bhagavad Gita, Dnyaneshwari, and in the spiritual front, on the spiritual front I am saying, and somebody will say this and that is the tradition. This is Trikala Badit. It is, timeless, these books and the knowledge inside them. Mudhoni. Okay, so this kaise adhikadik avadi geta mahasukachi godi. Now he is into that unlimited happiness and joy. It increases day by day, time by time, moment by moment, and bit by bit, every moment in his life. Those who have become enlightened soul. If he is living in infinite happiness, why should he do fantastic things? So he has got rid of this egoness and ego. He becomes selfless, egoless. He never talk. He is not egotism and egoism. He doesn't touch him. Remember, that is what he is saying, Dnyaneshwar Maharaj. म्हणोनी अवसरे जे पावे किम तेणेचे तो सुखावे जे आपुले आणि परावे दोन्ही नाही. He doesn't feel someone else is different than him. He treats with sympathy and empathy with every other person like himself only. Whatever he gets, he tries to give the best of the best thing to others as well. जो देठी जे पाहे जे आपणची होनी जाय ऐके ते आहे तोची झाला. Whatever he sees, whatever he listens, whatever he does, he is doing for Atmatattva only, because he has become one with the Atmatattva. हे असं विश्व पाही ज्यासी आपणे वाचून नाही आता कवणते कर्म काही बाधित आहेत. So in this world he sees himself. In the world he sees his own reflection only, and not a single work gets attached to him, and he is doing every work as a Brahma Tattva only. Now Brahmarpadam, that has been started from here only. हा मत्सरू जेथ उपजे तेथुले नुरेचे तया ज्या दूजे तो निर्मत्सरू काही म्हणेचे बोलावरे. You hate someone who is different than you, but when you see everything and everybody is made up of yourself, your Atma Tattva only, how can you hate those? You are not hating yourself, because you love yourself, because you have become one with the God. Beautiful. म्हणून सर्वापरी मुक्तू तो स्वकर्मची कर्म रहित सगुणपरी गुणातीत येत भ्रांती नाही. You might be asking from where it has come, these words and these sentences. It is coming from here, Dnyaneshwari, Gita, and all Vedanta and Upanishad as well. Vedanta means Upanishad. म्हणून सर्वापरी मुक्तू तो स्वकर्मची कर्म रहित सगुणपरी गुणातीत येत भ्रांती नाही. He is full of all the good deeds and all the good qualities. Remember this. And he is doing all the good things only. Still, as he have come from bad qualities to good qualities, so one or two couple of bad qualities are there. He got rid of them. He has become person with embodiment of good qualities. Then, after doing good works, offering at the feet of God, he goes beyond all these things. He, the journey is like this to this. It is not from here to here. You cannot jump like that. You do bad work and say, I have not done this. Don't do fantastic things. You have to go from this to this. If you are into that, involved into that thing, come to this, become a person with all the good qualities, and then go beyond that. He has all the good qualities, doing all the good works, and then he has gone beyond all these things. Remember, and on this he doesn't have Bhranti means there is no confusion inside his mind. Okay? And that's why he's enlightened soul. Whosoever he may be. I, you, anybody, maybe any Sadguru, any sadhu, any saints, or whosoever it may be. Any person and any entity can become a realized soul. Any entity, remember, any species can become a realized soul. That is very important. Gata sangasya muktasya dhyana avastita chetasaha yajnaya charata karma samagram praviliyate. So he is behaving like, everything has, he's gone beyond everything. He means he doesn't have to destroy anything is from his mind. If you try to destroy something, then you have to create something, and then you can you create something to destroy something. For example, sword is there, or a knife is there to cut the fruit. Knife is there to cut the vegetables. You have to create knife, and then you cut all these things. He doesn't have to create anything. He has become so much one with the God, unison with the God, that automatically what happens? He goes beyond the greediness. He goes beyond Mukti as well. Brahmadhyan, he can go beyond Brahmadhyan as well. He is mentioning here. He is so much devoted to God that everything he does goes at the feet of God. It gets offered at the feet of God. Like, then examples have been given by Dnyaneshwari Maharaj. कैसे अधिकाधिक आवडी घेत महासुखाची गोडी सांडोन्या आशा करुंडी अहंभावासी. जस्ट मिनिट, आय रेड द अर्लियर. जस्ट तो देहसंगे तरी असे परी चैतन्यासारिखा दिसे पाहता परब्रह्माचे कैसे चोखा उभला. मीन्स he lives in this body, but his body becomes not a mrunmay kaya, but made up of earthen pot or something like that, Panchamahabhut. His body also becomes the Chaitanyamay kaya. Body also becomes Brahma Tattva. And he happens to, people then come to realize that, he has become one with the Brahma Tattva. He is doing all the work. Sokha means he is doing all the work as per the Shastras, as per the standard operating procedures that do not hurt anybody. Beautiful, huh? Aisai Puri Kautuke, he is following all the ethics, values and norms that help the humanity and all the entities. It is not harming anybody. He has become a harmless soul. Remember. Aisai Puri Kautuke. Kautuke means praising. जरी कर्मे करी यज्ञादिके तरी तिये लया जाती अशके तयाची आठाई. Whatever he is doing, it is getting offered to the God and becoming one with the God. अकाळांची आभ्रे जैसी उर्मी विणा आकाशी हारपती आपैशी उदयली सांते. की how his work is getting offered at the feet of God, like the clouds are there and they have come not in the season of monsoon like it is happening nowadays. They come, they are very less clouds, they go and they get vanished into unseen. Like that, he is doing the work, getting offered at the feet of God, and his karma fal and all things get vanished into unseen. तैसे विधिविधान विहिते जरी आचरे तो समजते तरी ती ऐक्य भावे ऐक्याते पावितीची गा. ऐक्य भावे कहते. He has become one with the God, Yujanjiti Yoga, Vibhaktana Sayatari Bhakta, and then he has done all the work and has got offered at the feet of God, and everything vanishes into unseen, and he becomes one with the God only. Remains one with the God only. Pavati Jiga. He is one with the God, and Pavati Jiga, he becomes one with the God at all the times. Beautiful. There is nothing like Dnyaneshwari and Geeta. Now, anybody who happens to achieve the enlightenment, this is the apt Shlok that is going to be now. Brahmarpadam Brahmahavir Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmaivatena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. It means whatever you are doing, it is Brahma Tattva only. Whatever your body is made up of, that is Brahma Tattva. Whatever you are going to offer as a yajna, that is Brahma Tattva. The Agni, the fire where you are offering it and going to burn it is also Brahma Tattva. The working style of the Agni and the getting burnt is also Brahma Tattva. Then whatever is been offered, like the ghee is there, the butter is there, whatever you are offering, for example, it is also Brahma Tattva. The person who offers is also Brahma Tattva. The person who is chanting the mantras is also Brahma Tattva. The action is also Brahma Tattva. Then getting burnt and getting mixed with the God is also Brahma Tattva. And the person who goes that places and getting merged with the God, that is also action of Brahma Tattva only. Everything is Brahma Tattva. So it does mean that whatever you do, whatever happens, whatever is happening inside the Brahma Tattva only, and whatever is going on is also Brahma Tattva. All those entities you are seeing is also Brahma Tattva. Whatever action, deeds are there, that is also Brahma Tattva. The result is also Brahma Tattva, and getting merged is also Brahma Tattva. Everything is Brahma Tattva. There is no duality, only Advait. Means only one entity exists, that is Brahma Tattva ultimately. That is what is this Shlok of the verse is saying. If you want to experience something, experience this. That's what has been given over here. In fact, in all the shlokas and verses, this same thing has been given. But now he is telling it clearly, Shri Krishna. जे हे हवन मी होता का ये यज्ञी हा भोगता ऐसिया बुद्धीसी नाही भंगता म्हणून या नाव Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is saying that the person who is realized, so he sees that whatever is getting burned is Brahma Tattva. Whatever the yajna is there, you might be knowing the yajna kunda is built and fire is there and then they offer and it gets burned. Everything is God. Everything is Brahma Tattva. And his brains, the person who is realized soul happens to be merged with these kind of thoughts at all the times. He is experiencing all these things every moment. जे इष्ट यज्ञ यजावे ते हवीर मंत्रादी आगवे तो देखत असे अविनाश भावे आत्मबुद्धी. So he becomes one with the immortal soul. He is watching with that, uniting with that immortal soul, that everything happening as a yajna, everything offer is also yajna, and whatever is going to get is also yajna, and that is Brahma Tattva. Yajna is also Brahma Tattva. Beautiful. म्हणूनही ब्रह्मतेची कर्म ऐसे बोधा झाले त्याचे सम. So everything is Brahma. Even whatever your deeds are there after becoming a good person, those deeds are also Brahma Tattva. And whatever you are knowing is also Brahma Tattva. Remember, huh? त्या कर्तव्य ते नैष्कर्म धनुर्धा. And that is why once you become one with the God, you are doing all the things which are harmless to any entity, that become Brahma Tattva. Dhanurdhara means Arjun, please know it. आता अविवेक कुमारत्वा मुकले जया विरक्तीची पाणीग्रहण झाले मग उपासना जी आणिले योगग्नीचे. And because as you are performing yoga, means you are performing your penance so severely that everything gets merged with the God, you become Brahma Tattva only. If you want to experience anything in life, try to experience this, is what Dnyaneshwari Maharaj and Shri Krishna are saying. ब्रह्मार्पणम ब्रह्मवीर ब्रह्माग्नो ब्रह्मणाहुतम ब्रह्मवेतेन गंतव्यम ब्रह्म कर्म समाधिना. So thank you very much.